Hello. Hello, it's Talmar Anderson with Boss Actions. How the heck are you today? I'm excited because we're talking about a decision point for you, boss. When is it time, or worse, did we miss it? Is it past time to hire a second in command, a manager for your company, somebody to handle the day-to-day tasks and fires and support the team and support your initiative and support, well, we'll worry about that later. A second in command, somebody to truly help you out and represent you and be that point of contact. So everything goes through them to free up some time for you. I know it sounds pretty magical. And when your business is at that stage, it is so exciting because there's usually three specific reasons that you're ready for a second in command. And I want to show you what those are. Ready? The very first one is, I think, the most obvious one: span of capacity. And what that means is you have a lot of people coming to you all at once, and they all need your time and they all need your energy. And just trying to be there for all those people in the way that they need you is a full time job. Therefore, you're not able to get to any of the other things that you want to do. And it's just a matter of you have too many heads reporting to you. There's a span of capacity, and that's a risk management term. And it means that as a boss, you can only give really great support and feedback so other people can be successful on a finite number of people. And I will tell you that really it's supposed to be like five or six. I know there's some of you out there going, I've got a way bigger team than that. But for business owners, I sometimes, because we include vendors, independent contractors, and employees in those that need to be managed, I sometimes let you stretch it to 7 or 10 before I really recommend that we create a leadership piece in there, somebody that can help the team get what they need. And therefore, you have less people to manage. So that can be a real time, whether it's a second in command or a manager type. This is a person that's going to help others be successful in your business and represent your ideas, your mission, your company, and therefore the things that you want done successfully, right? So that first time is when you just have a lot of people in the team. And certain industries really grow wide before they grow up. So that can happen pretty easily. So watch for that span. Do I have too many people coming to me all the time and we just need another place in there? That might not be a second in command, but it can be. It depends on your structure and what your next year and two are going to look like, and the kind of workflows and responsibilities you're going to assign to this person. Please don't just give somebody the name Chief Operations if they're coming in as your office manager. That's not the same thing. So give us a call if you want to know the difference. But we're talking about when you have too many people reporting to you, that is a great time to think about, am I ready for a second in command? But at the very least, consider a leader, a supervisor, or a manager. The second time is that's a great time to think about your second in command is when you're just really ready to shift into that CEO world. You see the future. You know where you're going. You have strategic partnerships to develop. You have innovation. You know that scaling and growth is a real thing. And yet, the day-to-day needs of the clients, the day-to-day needs of your team, the day-to-day needs of the operations of the business continually pull you out of that innovative, that creative, that visionary space. If you know that your business needs you to step into that CEO role, then this is a great time for you to be hiring a second in command. All right. So the first one is span of capacity, too many people reporting to you. The second one is just too much of the business needs, the business day to day needs somebody. So you want to step into that CEO role of the strategic and the big massive growth that you're looking for. The third reason, you're pulled somewhere else. I mean, you love your business. You're driven for it to grow. You know it can be bigger and you're excited to see it get there. And yet you have another business idea. Or maybe you're being pulled to write a book, or maybe you're being pulled to go to your next big initiative, create a 501c3, do something more. And you still love the business, so you don't want it to go away, but you also don't need to be in it all the time because you've got this new desire. Well, let's be clear, for that new desire to be successful, you need to be able to step out of the day to day of your current business. So, this again is the number 3 marker. This lets you know time to hire a second in command. A second in command is a big hire. It's very different. So think about it before don't just hand over the key to the kingdom. You need a different recruiting process. You need a different concept on how you're going to manage. You still, because you're the boss, you're going to still need to be there for the people you put in charge of all the other people, right? You knew that you were going to be around for that. But it's a different kind of communication. It's a different expectation, and setting up how to shift that role, including your own role, because let's be clear, in all of these instances, how you show up in your business will be different. And therefore, you need a new job description for the way you're going to work. And then how we're going to set up a leader in your company as opposed to the person who would come in and help on deliverables or be an assistant or be a customer service. This is a little bit different hire. But if you have these 3 scenarios going on, it might be time for a second in a command. Just make sure, please, that you're using a great vetting process because it's really critical. I've heard too many people hand over the keys of their kingdom to somebody that they trusted because they were a great referral, and it goes and not a good way. Sometimes it can be saved, and sometimes it ruins it completely. And I would hate for that to happen for you. That doesn't mean I want you to be afraid to move forward. It means you need to use a process. You need to have strategy behind how you're hiring, and you need to understand what's going to be expected of you differently than all your previous hires. All right, you can do this. Boss on.